possible. Trust me, replay gang, overseas gang, and my unsubscribed gang. Go ahead and subscribe, you guys. Let's get right into it, man. Grand rising, such a bright, beautiful day. It's your boy King David, the lone wolf, narc bully, out here handling bully business, and business is good. I want to talk about some dominant, Sigma, Alpha affirmations that every man should be saying. Now, if you notice, I'm extending an olive branch to the alphas. Right now we need to make sure that we're sticking together, and men are going to have their squabbles, but overall we have an objective. The alphas know that as well. So, we throw little jabs at each other, but at the end of the day, we're still men and we got a mission, all right? So let's talk about it. Number one affirmation. I am a representation of the living God in this plane. 111 on the timer as I said that. Male or female. Now, I'm mostly talking to the gentlemen right now because men are supposed to be the leaders. I'm not talking about any alpha chicks. I'm talking about Sigma chicks. Only talking about alpha men on here and Sigma men and Sigma chicks. Alphas, as far as ones are, they're the ones out there cold approaching, letting us know who the loose ones are, so they serve a purpose. An alpha woman, an alpha widow, aka modern woman, aka pirate, you know what I'm saying? These modern pirates, nah, they gotta walk the plank. Ain't got nothing to do with them. This ain't for y'all. So anyway, number one, you are a vessel of God. You are a representation of the living God in this plane, and you should carry yourself as such. You should not be running through, this is for my Sigmas, you shouldn't be running through low quality cooch that might leave you with something you can't get rid of. For the alphas out there, you do whatever you do. You know what I'm saying? You might want to wrap it up. I know y'all gonna do what y'all do. I know y'all like to have a bunch of women. You better wrap it up, man. It's getting wild out here, okay? Number two, you know what I'm saying? I like to say this no matter what. I am the best looking version of myself. I am the most handsome version of myself. I'm the most pretty version of myself. You know what I'm saying? I am the most beautiful version of myself with the clearest skin. You know what I'm saying? That's another affirmation you should be saying to yourself. You are a man, especially if you're on semen retention. What you say out loud, what you say in your mind will manifest regardless. Confirmation. And I'm a living example of what I say. I say these things and I do these things, and every day my skin looks more and more like glass. So you can sit here and not listen to me, or you can listen to me and try some new things. What you say is how your subconscious mind is going to allow you to move. What you allow to take in from other people is what your subconscious mind is going to take in and start moving as such. I don't listen to nobody. I only listen to God, and then I put out in the ether what I'm going to do, and my subconscious mind and my soul manifested into this reality. You guys smash that like button. It'd be greatly appreciated. Even for those that are hating on me out there, if you're a hater, you're still a fan. We're still family. Hit that like button. Now, you're kind of thinking to yourself, why is it, some of you alphas especially, this guy's just talking. Words don't mean nothing. Words mean everything. Words mean everything. Your bosses, they put words out there. You guys move and get it done. You know what I'm saying? When the elders in your family say something, it resonates with you by the way that they speak, and you can hear the wisdom on their voice. Words mean everything. So you should take your powerful voice and say words to yourself that's going to make you into a greater version, and you should let those words resonate. Okay? Next, I am the most fit, chiseled version of myself. I am the most fit, chiseled dude on this plane. You must say things of this nature. It has nothing to do with having any secret competitions with any guys in particular. But you should always feel like you are the best dude to get the job done. You are the best dude, period. You're the best dude for any woman. You're the best dude in bed. You're the best dude with the riz and the swag. You're that guy. This should be said to yourself as soon as you rise all AM long. When I'm meditating and I'm praying to God, I'm saying my affirmations. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting time into it. I'm lifting my weights, saying my affirmations. Not going to say too much about what I'm doing in that moment. You know what I'm saying? And if there is a mirror around or anything of that nature, because I have haters and I have content creators that like to copy everything that I say. A lot of what I say from now on, we put behind a paywall, and I'm going to start a Discord. I'm not going to allow y'all to just sit here and eat off my plate without sharing my videos and contributing to the Soul Tribe. You think that you have the power to keep me from being seen? All you did was motivate me, you fucking fools. That's all you did. And I'm going to make it my goal to, before the end of the year, be bigger than any of you raggedy ass content creators that's been doing it for years. I'm going to actually go mainstream, motherfucker. I got the look, I got the swag, I got the riz, and I got the talk. And I got the acting capability and the range. Y'all ain't got shit but YouTube channels and TikTok channels. Some of y'all can barely talk right. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember what Cat Williams said. What'd he say? He said, I forgot what he said, man. But most of y'all, you know what I'm saying, don't have it together like that. I watch y'all. Y'all study me, I study y'all. I know y'all are studying me, but it ain't like this was by accident. I used to work for the White House. I was in the military. My mother, as we grew up, made sure we read a lot and read a lot out loud, because she said that y'all are going to be famous, and I want you to be understood around the world. This was already in plan before I even knew what was going on. God had already set it in place. The way that I speak is very unique. You cannot mimic or copy it. It's not. I make sure that I speak in a way that's hard to mimic and copy. Hard to mimic and copy. Because I've been developing the way that I speak for years. And whenever you're speaking in front of a president or a foreign leader or senior staff, you cannot be saying, I guess, yeah, and you can't say stuff like that. It's got to be concise, has to be precise, you know, get to the point, while also you got to have a little bit of charisma and charm, because when you're speaking to these people, you want them to remember you. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to give them whatever you got to give them. So make sure at all times, man, that you're saying your affirmations. You're doing everything daily in the AM that you need to do. You need to be also on top of affirmations. Get up, pray to God, thank God for your rise and opening your eyes. You know, I don't care, you losers out there that think that it don't matter. Well, you're losing and I'm winning. So, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you need to rethink whatever you think is right. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? So, other affirmations really quickly. 6 minutes or 8 minutes? Oh, crap. Other affirmations, you gotta smash that like button. You know, also, you know what I'm saying? I'm the hottest guy for all the chicks. The chicks can't get enough of me. You know, I gotta beat them off with a stick. You know, stuff like this. You know, your swag is impeccable. You know what I'm saying? Your riz is impenetrable. You know what I mean? You're the best to ever do it. All praise to God. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you're thinking this kind of way, because whether you know it or not, you are a leader, Sigma or Alpha. And right now, being a strong male in the sense of having emotional intelligence, you know what I'm saying, with your strength, not just barking all the time. You know what I'm saying? It goes a long way. You're being watched. Okay? And I'm mainly talking to the men, because I'm not saying women can't be leaders. What I'm saying is women are easily influenced, and I'm going off the Bible, which is, you know, one of the oldest books that we know of. And I do believe that Eve came from a rib. I don't believe that we're some kind of mutant, you know what I'm saying, and women were first here, and there were so many women, they just up and decided to make man. That's what these crazy spiritual women are saying. No. The way that you guys like to follow, it makes absolutely no sense. Why would you make something that has greater influence over you and other women than yourself? Why would you do that? You didn't do that. What happened was God made man, and then God made woman from his rib, and you guys were always looking for a leader, influence, and guidance, whether you get it directly from a man or whether y'all are just watching us all the time, studying us, and mimicking us, which is what you're doing. It's what you're doing. You're too prideful to go to a man and ask for leadership and guidance. So what you're doing is watching us online. That's why you get pissed off, because we're men talking to men. So we're not sitting over here speaking in a way that we would if we were talking to women. But y'all are watching us instead of coming to us directly. And you're taking all that malice from the extra stuff that we're saying, because when men talk to men, we talk differently. We don't filter nothing. But y'all are watching us unfiltered, talking to each other, trying to pick up on how to be a woman and a leader through watching real men get it done, while simultaneously trying to tell us you don't need us. If you didn't need us, you know what I'm saying? If you didn't need us, I tell you what, the reason why women are easily influenced and the powers that be influence them, and they have women buying off, dudes are not going to be told what to do. The minute any powers that be tell us to do this and do that, a guy's mentality automatically is, who the fuck are you? Oh, no. No, I don't like that. That's how we think. When a woman's told what to do by an authoritative figure, they just do it. They just do it. That's just what it is. They just do it for the most part. If you're an authoritative figure, you have money and clout, women do it. Men don't care. We don't care how much clout or money you have. What you just telling me to do? Hey, what you saying don't make any sense. No. Nah. You know what I mean? So with that being said, women being more easily influenced, and they have a hive mind mentality, when most dudes, unless they're like followers like betas, most dudes think for themselves. A lot of people don't agree with some guys because some of their thinking is kind of wild and they don't really add up to nothing. But most people, most guys, they think for themselves. You know, so you can't control men like that. So you control the women, and the only thing that a man has a weakness for is a woman. And then you have women setting the standards and, you know, the dating rules, and women don't know what they want. That's why they have this impossible Chad, you know, the 6'6" and 8 inches, 6'6" and 8 inches, you know, 6 figures, over 6 foot, 6-pack, and over 8 inches. I got to add that in there because these women are so crazy. They want that too. Don't act like they don't. You know what I'm saying? So they have this impossible Chad, which was really made up by the powers that be. They took every best quality of a man and they made these women think that's what they want, right? They can easily set that up through social media and the internet to start making women crave a man that's not possible, right? Because of all the options that are available to them now, that on any social media platform, any random millionaire, whatever, or rich guy that's bored or celebrity can DM them, and those women just jump and run and go and do, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Just, I won't hold y'all any longer, keep these under 15 minutes. Daily affirmations, you know what I'm saying? Sigma, Wolf, or even some of you alpha guys, I gotta try, y'all watching me anyway, so I gotta make sure I start calling y'all out and mentioning things and stuff like that. You're watching me, so. Daily affirmations, stick to your routines, get some scheduling going on, stick to that, stay disciplined, and you'll be well on your way to becoming the best version of yourself, loving yourself. And once you have self-love, complete self-love, then you have complete love in God, because you are a representation of God in this plane. And if you're representing God and God is a part of you, if you love yourself, then you love God unconditionally, and things will start manifesting in your life properly. If you don't have that self-love and you're out here people pleasing, aka going along with the pack, going along to get along, gang stalking and bullying people that the pack of people are doing just because you don't want to stand out or be left out of the pack, well, your ass will fry. Your ass will fry. Anyway, remember you guys, smash that like button, drop a comment. You know, don't be shy. We're going to talk about it in the comments section. You know what I'm saying? Like we normally do. But I want to see some of you newer people. And I know I got a lot of females probably doing it under fake profiles, but it don't really matter. I want to see you guys dropping comments. I'm starting to see a couple of y'all do it. But listen, you can't hide, because the analytics, it shows me that I'm almost at 40% women. You can't hide. You're over here watching a lot. So might as well drop some comments, man. And also, I see the content creators that are watching me, the females. I see y'all all the freaking time. A lot of y'all are freaking insane, but I see that y'all are watching me. I can see it through the content that you're putting out. You know, y'all be sitting there talking, and you're literally describing me and what I say, it's not a coincidence. If everybody was speaking like me, I wouldn't stand out. If everybody was speaking like me, I wouldn't stand out. When I'm out here thinking up words, you think it's just, no, I'm making sure I speak a certain way. That is my marker. That's how I can catch who's watching me, do my analytics on it. See, y'all be thinking that it's a waste of time. Oh, he just be doing analytics and, you know what I'm saying? He be moving in silence and noticing these people. It matters. If you haven't paid attention, I went from like 9% female to almost 40% females on this channel. I was on TikTok last night, man, and those women were going crazy while I was working out. I'm taking the information I'm learning from these trolling psychopathic women, and I'm using it to make them go insane and lust after me like they ain't got no doggone sense. That's what I'm doing. And y'all are sitting here like, oh, what is it about him? I'm taking the information I'm learning from these hidden enemies and these goofy women that don't want to, you know, just say, hey, how you doing? And I'm building on it. You don't find it offensive anymore that women want to approach you, that watch you all the time, when you're watching the women that are watching you and coming up with dumbass excuses as to why they're so crazy, y'all. They're telling themselves that they think that I like them. And that I'm like keeping my, listen, I'm watching this stuff and I'm like, oh wow, they really crazy. Okay, so they make up scenarios in their head and they run with that no matter what facts are available or a little different. Okay, I take note on it, man. I take note on it. And that's the reason why I'm able to get online and say what needs to be said without doing too much. I know how to move. I'm watching these women talk about, they try to like disguise it. They do it all, they try to disguise it, right? I'm not making fun of y'all, but understand something. I worked for the White House. I'm not calling any of y'all idiots, but you can't disguise when you watch me too much. I'm gonna see me in you. I'm gonna see everything that I say, how I move. You women start trying to do your eyes like me. They're competing with us a lot. Some of them do it subconsciously, but they can't. It's like they see a good looking guy and they want to compete, and they know that we're naturally handsome, so they can't really come. They got to put makeup on and crap. I mean, I listen to them all the time. I'm like, why wouldn't you like a guy that looks good? But I'm just listening. I'm just taking. Hey, we got somebody playing in here. We got somebody playing in here. It's not going to stop me from saying what I got to say. Okay, chill out. I'm going to be on 3 other YouTube channels and TikTok. Messing up this live is gonna do you no good. Okay? Anyway, must be one of these raggedy ass females in here. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. They like watch us all the time. And these funny ass females, bro, like I just love to watch them. Like, you know, I just love to watch them. And now I'm a content creator, like they pop up in my feed and I just be like, what the fuck is she talking about? And then I'll just be listening to them and they'll be talking and I'm like, that's not her. Hey, they'll describe things that I've never seen a woman do. I've seen guys do, I've seen Sigma guys do, never seen a woman in my entire life do. These women, there's no fucking way that you're out here trying to tell me that you're talking about a woman and the stuff that they're saying, I've never seen a woman do. Women don't know how to be alone. So how are you saying, yeah, you're healing alone? Women don't know how to be alone. That is not what women do. When women claim that they're healing and they're alone, they still are getting dick. They're still talking to an ex or somebody new. They're not truly, you know what I'm saying, doing what they got to do. That's not the case. You know what I'm saying? They're followers. They watch us and they study us. And then instead of talking to us directly, they try to figure it out. I got women on TikTok that's been doing this. And then what they eventually do, they can't figure out how I'm doing what I'm doing. And then they'll finally send me a DM saying, hey, I've seen some of your reaction videos. How do you set that up? Like what, you know, oh, okay. So you've been watching me for a grip. You know what I'm saying? And you couldn't figure it out on your own. And now you finally have to come to me and ask me for some help. Well, you should have been, because I noticed a woman's videos updating. Like it went from really like rough to looking kind of something like my stuff, looking more refined. But I didn't say nothing because, you know, everybody assumes that I think that everybody's copying me and watching me. Then she finally reached out and was like, man, I just don't know how you do it. You know, I just want to know, like, how do you do the video setup and how are you using that third-party software? And I'm like, lady, I don't owe you shit. I ain't telling you nothing. Why would I tell my competition anything? If these women want to use me and treat us like competition, I'm treating them like competition like any other dude. And I don't tell dudes shit. Ain't no dude looking for me to tell them anything. And most guys, truth be told, will humble themselves and ask you directly. Most guys, not these low vibrational content creators, but like most real dudes, they'll humble themselves and ask you. But women, there ain't no humbling or nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no ego death. There ain't no, they're just full of ego. And I mean, just watching me, I'm just like, I'm watching these women. I'm like, man, yo, like, what is the end goal here? You know, I'm watching the writing on the wall, and I'm just like, well, it's whatever. I can't control what they do and what they want to post. And I mean, I got women that'll take words out of my mouth, bro. And they'll post that shit up, and they'll be talking. And then some of them, I believe, are watching my content, and just like the women that DM me and start talking about, yeah, I'm on my healing journey. Some of them are trying to promote themselves to me. They're trying to promote themselves like, hey, I'm on my healing journey too. And they'll start talking about themselves in some weird way. It's a lot of weird stuff that they be doing, man. You know what I'm saying? These women be doing on their channels. But the reason why I watch them, again, these women have a lot of subscribers. That means that a lot of women think like them. And if you can, they're literally giving me insider information. Because this stuff is normally kept, you know what I'm saying, to themselves. But these content creators, they do emotional stuff, and a lot of guys don't pay them no attention. I am. So I'm like, okay, so you're tripping out, you're wigging out. There's some kind of boyfriend issue or something. But I'm like looking at how they're talking about things, man. And that's why I don't have no crazy girlfriend right now. That's why I'm still ain't dating nobody, ain't got nobody right now. I'm still vetting, and that's why I'm mostly trying to get overseas, because I just don't see the point in dating anybody here. I'm watching these women moving online. Some of the women I meet in person are decent, but then when I find out they got a social media, it throws me off, because if I see a whole lot of Instagram followers and stuff, they're only doing the same thing the content creators are doing. So, you know, it's just a messy world out here, y'all. You got to be careful and pay attention. And, you know what I'm saying? Just do those affirmations in the AM. Understand that these women are out here watching us, dude. It's gotten to the point where first I thought it disgusted me. It was like, these fucking women told me they don't need us, but they always mimicking everything I do. Like, what? But now it's to the point where, you know what, man? I can't stop them from doing it. But what I can do is take the information. You know what I'm saying? Let it resonate. Take from what they're saying, because when they're talking junk, sometimes they drop nuggets too. Update my wardrobe. Make sure I seduce them using the parts of my body that they're obsessing over and talking. Because when they're sitting there talking about themselves or talking about whatever, they're talking about whatever they like to watch. And heterosexual women are watching dudes. I don't want to hear no heterosexual woman on her channel acting like she's talking about women. You don't look at women, you look at dudes. You look at dudes. Why would you be looking at women and you're heterosexual? No, you're looking at dudes. You know what I'm saying? And some of them be describing guys, what they like on a guy, and then just taking the gender off of it. So I see that stuff, and I'm like, oh, so you like my lips? Oh, so you be in my mouth whenever I'm talking. Okay, you like my salt and pepper beard. Okay. You've noticed that I wear my do-rag all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like I just, you know, throw my hat. Like I look good, you know, with the haircut or without one. I'm listening to all this stuff. I'm listening to it. Y'all be crazy as hell. Y'all be thinking that y'all like shading me. I don't listen to none of the shade you say. I listen to the good stuff that you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Eat the meat and throw it the bone, man. Spit out the bone. I don't care about that stupid shit. I got content creators, I got husbands and stuff. We'll try to drop shade. When I see certain shade, and I'm like, what are you doing watching me anyway? You got a whole husband. And it's like, okay, that makes sense. I'm part of that 20%. And they only watch 20% of men, whether they're shading you or not. If they're watching you, you're part of that 20% and up. So I just pay attention to stuff like this. You can't fool me. Women can't fool me. They can't do all these shenanigans and tricks when I know that most women are more obsessed with men than we could ever be of them, because a man can chase his bag and his money and then just be single all his life. A woman's gonna always want a husband and a family at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So you're not gonna fool me into thinking, especially when the women are fawning over me on TikTok. Man, I got women on there. I was working out. I was only on there for like 20 minutes. Women were sharing my live. They were sharing it to other women. They were sharing it to other. I seen, I'm like, these chicks are like letting the other chicks know, hey, he's live right now. I'm like, wow, Wow, man, like you don't know the impact you have on these women, dude. You don't have no idea. And I'm trying to tell you, you have massive impact. They're always watching you, even whenever they're trying to so-called be solo and independent. They're doing what men do. That's why they talk about what they like in a man. That's why they say, I'm independent. I have my own place. I pay my own bills, have my own car. Man has been doing that since the beginning of time and building their own stuff and everything else. They're just taking the qualities that they like in a man and regurgitating the information and saying, well, this is me. Well, we don't want that shit. We don't want men. So you put yourself in a bad place to mimic a man because you love those qualities of a man, and now you're in a place where we don't care about none of that crap. You done aged out and you done gotten too much trauma, and now you're trying to use wordplay and stuff to make it seem like, no, 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 no. Anytime a woman starts trying to play with words with me, just like last night on that video that's going super viral, man, I was in there, I got back on there and started cooking women till like 11:30. Man, don't play with words with me. Y'all are not bright enough, man. Like, don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Don't try to gaslight me. Don't try to shaming language me. Don't try to call me zesty. I'm going to make you regret life. I'm telling you straight up, I'm going to make you regret life. This gift of the gab and the anointing I have, hey, listen, it's a double-edged sword. I can cut you deep or I can make you feel greater than anybody else. That's the way it is. And to jump into my comment section or anything because I'm handsome and think you can just say whatever, nah, ladies, women, females, ain't gonna happen. Anyway, I'm not gonna hold y'all any longer, man. I'm gonna get off here. I done ran this thing up twice as long as I wanted to. I'm gonna jump on TikTok, probably walk around and talk a little ish to get the women upset, and then jump on there and work out and then cool them down. I'll mess their heads up. That's what you gotta do. You don't know, now you know. You got to mess their head up. Now, I'm not talking about cheating and all this stuff. No, if you don't psychologically control psychologically control what's around you in your proximity and anyone that's trying to be, then they will try to control you psychologically. So anyone that puts themselves via phone or in my presence, I'm going to psychologically dominate you female-wise. I'm going to do that, right? It's going to be instinctive for me to do that. And then any guy that try to say anything slick, you know, I'm going to psychologically try to piss him off and make him want to fight. I'm going to do that automatically. So, like, when I catch these women or whatever, and they try to say weird stuff, I'm going to psychologically dominate at all times. That is my goal. I'm not a guy that likes to physically dominate anybody. I can, you know, defend myself and obviously take care of myself, but I'm a psychological type of guy. I'm gonna get in your head. So as much as these women think that they're playing around and bullying and, you know, watching me and having their kikis, no, you're getting obsessed. You're getting obsessed, and you're not gonna stop watching me. You're gonna end up being one of my OG fans after a couple years when I'm a super celebrity. And you don't even realize it. You're becoming obsessed with me and don't even know it. I'm psychologically dominating your asses right now. When I see you guys mimicking what I say and switching the gender because your ego is too, I'm psychologically dominating you because you feel like you got to make sure that I can't find a way to trace it back and make it seem like, you know what I'm saying, that you're watching me. I'm going to still be able to do it, man. I work for the White House. I've been taught this kind of stuff. It's really dumb to try to play around and do what you're doing, but I'm not expecting for you females to all of a sudden get a little bit of common sense and raise your IQs, okay? I'm gonna continue to think you're gonna do whatever you're doing, which is continuously think that you can drop shade, continuously think that you can mimic and copy dudes, and no one's gonna notice. I'm gonna let you keep thinking that shit. And then I'm gonna sit here and take notes and continue to psychologically figure out all these different archetypes of women and how to make them go insane and lust after me and obsess. That's what I'm going to do, and that's what I'm doing, okay? So keep watching and keep maintaining and paying attention. Keep thinking that you're studying a master. Keep thinking that. Keep thinking that I'm stupid. Keep thinking that you're getting over. Keep thinking that you're getting some good views out the content that I'm posting. You are becoming obsessive fans. Exactly where I want you to be. Okay? Okay. You know what I'm saying? I gave you a little hit of the drug, and now your asses keep coming back for your next dose and your supply. You know what I'm saying? Got you by the nose. Anyway, peace, love, and light, y'all. Smash that like button. Be back on here later on. You know what I'm saying? We'll do what we do. Remember, I'm your brother.